remember that. So I think it was just ghetto, personally, but whatever, man. Shout out to Abbott Elementary. I wonder if my wife come back tomorrow so we can watch that. It's one of the shows that I think I can watch if she comes back. Quinta Brunson is a genius. I love her. Her going from the girl who's doing skits, talking about is this a large when they went to the movie theater, you know what I'm saying? That to, you know, you winning Emmys, Oscars, everything for Abbott Elementary is amazing. Well, in fake news that y'all mad about, or fake outrage segment, we gotta come up with a good name.
Yeah, we got, and then we gotta make sure we segment.
Yeah. Apparently she's been married to a white man and she getting a divorce. And the internet was fake upset about it. Yeah,
so here's the thing. Everyone was just like, the women are trying to pretend they don't see it, right? And then the guys are just like, hey, y'all gonna talk about this? Yeah. and the ladies like, talk about what? Right? So honestly, like that was the conversation that was going on. Y'all know my philosophy. Go where you're loved. All right. I don't care. I don't care about the interracial dating for men or women. Mm-hmm. Now what I do hate is like what Marc Lamont tried to pull off to say that black women, you know, I understand why black women do it, but black men can't do it. Y'all not gonna get that off around me.
Well, his exact word, well, not his exact words. His paraphrase was, black women have stated that black men do not want them.
Yeah,
that's what he started.
Yeah, I hate that they let him get that off because.
Well, I told you why, but I can't say it here because I want to interview a lot of them.
Yeah, but yeah, you can't say that. But the whole thing with Quinta is like he makes his comment, basically saying that when black women reach a certain level, that there's not enough black men there, right?
That's what he ended up at because they challenged him with well, black men can say the same thing. So he had to elevate. Yeah,
he had to elevate the argument, and that's what he ended up at. So I'm gonna say that was his argument, right?
Absolutely.
So, do you know what her husband does for a living?
I do not.
He works at a dispensary. It didn't say he owned a dispensary. What? It literally said that he works for a dispensary.
That's what's up.
All right. Would Quinta Brunson marry a brother that works at a dispensary?
You gonna force me? I like Abbott Elementary. I hope
I'm just saying because Marc Lamont's final statement was when women get to a certain level, there's no men at their level, right?
To everybody at the Joe Budden podcast, I want y'all to understand how Mark argues. He argues where he has a point and he will stick to that point, and he will, whether he's winning or losing the argument, he will stick to that one point, and he will force you to argue that point, not the overall.
Exactly.
So here's my thing. It was a debate last night in the community. Who won the argument, Ish or Mark? Yeah. I didn't mean to say Mark won the argument because Ish failed to argue that point, and Ish ended up agreeing with Marc Lamont Hill.
And I hated that. I hated it. It was because Mark was wrong.
Mark is 100% wrong. Let me tell you what happened to Quinta. As a black guy who was in an interracial relationship, did I date a lot of black women? Well, only
dated black women.
Yeah, besides my wife, right? Yeah. So then you get there, right? Was it a lot of black women who didn't want me? Absolutely. Is that the reason why I married a Puerto Rican woman? No.
Yeah, exactly.
So let me tell you why this is not an issue. First of all, and I don't mean this, Quinta, or to your husband, no disrespect. If that man was better good looking, black women would be there supporting. They would be paying more attention. Because he's not that, they're just going to ignore it.
Yep.
Also, this is what I wanted to get at earlier when I told you black men got to start speaking out. And this is not the situation where black men is going to speak out. This Quinta was not a real issue because black men don't give a damn who black women date. Straight
there
up.
There you go. We do not care.
En masse, we will see a Holly Berry, a Zoe.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? We will see these women go through.
Shit, what's that girl that's dating Tom Holland? Zendaya? Yeah, we know it's a matter of time before we lose, what's my girl from South Africa?
Tim's?
No. Tim's from Nigeria. No, my girl with the Tyler.
Oh, that's what I meant. Not Tim's. I'm sorry, baby. We ain't gonna never lose you. Tyler definitely gone. What?
What? We know it's a matter of time before Tyler's gone, right? And it's like, yo, we don't care.
Nobody cares.
We don't care. Go be happy. Go do what you want.
Nobody looked at Holly Berry and put her in the group chats and was like, yo, I can't believe she
Did Rihanna date a Saudi prince or something?
We don't
a UAE prince? Like, we don't care.
We don't put Eve in the group chat.
No.
Nobody cares.
Not even by accident.
And it's not, and it's really because it's like, yo, if that's what you want, that's what you're gonna have. I don't have time to focus on that when I'm trying to find love myself.
Exactly.
Now, sisters, y'all have y'all own thing, and I ain't here to say why y'all be arguing. And it's cool. And I think
because black men are the backup plan. I'll say it.
Oh.
Black when they get older, their backup plan is always what has traditionally been there, which is Mr. Cleanup Man, and that's what black men we are the catfish of dating, not catfish like the TV show, the literal catfish.
But some niggas
that
like
cleans up. Yeah, that's why they love black men. It's because we come behind everybody's mistakes. You know what? 2 kids, fuck it, I'm gonna marry you, right? You know, crazy baby daddy, fuck it, I'm gonna marry you. Twice divorced. Fuck it, I'm gonna marry you. You know, you not who you were, not the same shape you were in college, you know, but I liked you back then and I got access to you now. Fuck it, I'm gonna marry you. Black men are the catfish of dating. And now that black men are starting to be like, whoa. Like, I'm a little bit desired, right? Yeah. I'm a little bit elevated, right? Like, you know, this even, oh boy, I hated Marc Lamont was able to get this shit off, right? This idea that like, oh, black women are so much educated. 31% of black women have college degrees. Black men used to be in the low 20s. Black men are now up to 26%, right? So 5% different in college degrees. We have to admit that the problem in our community right now is if there's a man right here and a woman right here and they're within the same income bracket, right? Within 10 grand of each other, that the woman looks down on the man. Absolutely. Because she cannot practice hypergamy the way she want to practice hypergamy. Except when you want to marry, you know, the guy that works at a dispensary.
Absolutely. That's really the issue.
That's really the issue.
And man.
And now that we're moving away from that, right? Like now that bros are kind of like, man, nah, I'm not gonna be the cleanup man anymore, right? That's why we get so much hate, and that's why we get so much pushback, and that's why a Marc Lamont, that's why a Umar, that's why Derek Jackson, that's why Ace Metaphor, that's why they're able to get this off, is because everybody wants to be mad at the men that saying that like, yo, I'm not second fiddle.
Yeah, absolutely.
I could be first chair.
And Marc Lamont Hill, I love you. I think you're the greatest addition to that podcast. I still want to talk to you about why the hell you said that if black men vote for Trump, they want to be white. I think that was the most egregious, disrespectful, distasteful thing you said on that pod. And I'm mad that the pod sped past that. But I still love you. Still a great addition. And you, never mind, I can't say that. It's a couple things I can't say. Oh, also, Joe Budden podcast, wrap it up real quick about this gangs versus fraternity things. When LAPD and the feds wrap up 60 Crip members, the conversation is done. Y'all keep bringing it up on Patreon, and it's done. That conversation is done. Like we're good now.
Conversation is over. And to all y'all self-snitching dudes that keep going on Vlad and Adam 22, you know what? Good job. Keep self-selecting yourself out of the gene pool. Appreciate it.